nickel and dime the budget.
Mark Mitchell.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's with great pleasure that I stand in support of the Taxation Budget Measures Bill. I'd just like to say, Mr Speaker, that as a 12-year-old, actually, I did have a paper run. And, well, I have to say, Mr Speaker, I can't ever remember having submitted a tax return when I was a 12-year-old paper boy. It never happened, Mr Speaker. And none of my mates, I don't even remember them rushing home to fill out their tax returns either. Get them in. This is an old piece of legislation, Mr Speaker. It's about time we cleaned it up. We are cleaning it up. And I watched something today in the House as a new Member of Parliament that I really couldn't believe. And I couldn't believe the fact that the leader of the Green Party, Russell Norman, got up and made a speech, and I actually agreed with something he said. Yes, I did. No, I did. And when he came out, I know. But when he came out and he made a bold statement by saying the National Party inherited a mess in 2008. The National Party inherited a mess. And I looked down at the Labor benches, and there was just stony-faced silence. Stony-faced silence. But it was all too good to be true, because Mr Norman just came back into the House, and I think that the leader of the Labor Party, Mr Cunliffe, must have called him and said, Russell, there's a bit of, we're putting strain on the bromance here. You're going to have to get back in there and correct this. And he came back into the House, and I listened to him for 5 minutes, trying to retract and trying to step away from what he said in his earlier speech.
Lowest level of public debt.
I know him well enough to see what I saw. So anyway, Mr Speaker, I'm very happy to stand in support of this bill. It is time that we updated a lot of this old legislation, and this is a very good step in the right direction. Thank you.
David Clark.
Mr Speaker, this bill carries some real